Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Imani and I love all things planner and self-care related. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss new content. In today's video, we are going to plan for the upcoming week, but as a little added bonus, I'm actually going to talk about a few planner hot takes that I have. I am definitely an opinionated person. I respect everyone's opinion, but I have some planner opinions and I want to talk about them. So grab your planner, grab your favorite pen, grab your favorite beverage, and let's get started. Before we begin, I did just want to mention the pen that I'm going to start using this plan with me. We'll see if there's any issues. And of course, you know me, I'm quick to swap out something that's not working for me. This is definitely a pen we got from Cloth and Paper. It's the Keep Right, maybe EE, like a double E right there. It is a deli pen. I don't know if you're able to see that. And there's the code. It's SA285. It's a black ink pen, and if you know me, you probably know why I really do like this pen. I like the grip, I like the barrel, how it's clear. It's very aesthetic, it's very minimal, but it's also very cute. And I really love this type of nib size or nib type. It's like a needle type pen. It is a gel pen, but still, I really like how that nib is. It's very, very like thin, and it creates a very beautiful writing experience for me as far as like how my handwriting looks. So we'll see how it works when I'm planning like a full spread. I used it to plan a few to-do lists and it worked really well, so I'm excited. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm a little nervous because I feel like I tend to get really distracted. We talked last week on our YouTube post about how, you know, what do you do when you mess up? Do you use just a cross out method? Do you use whiteout? Do you use something else? I do not use whiteout, so I'm hoping I don't make too many mistakes, but we'll definitely see. If not, there is a lot of mistakes. You know what? We're just gonna keep it moving and we'll throw some sticky notes over it. So my first planner hot take is that I don't think there is anything wrong with maintaining a huge planner stash. Now, I don't mean this to be wasteful, but what I really mean is that I tend to need different things at different points in my life, right? Sometimes I might need a habit tracker on paper, other times I might need something digitally. So instead of wasting things and throwing things out or just not getting what I need in that moment, I have no issues with maintaining a stash and making sure that I keep that stash flowing well. Just a heads up, you might hear some wind. It's a super windy Sunday. It's super bright out, which is nice because it's been kind of rainy here in Buffalo. But if you hear the blinds, sorry, I can't do anything about it. It's so windy, and you're probably gonna hear car horns, but we love the breeze here. So the windows are open, the blinds are flying. It's fun. But yeah, I think it's really important that you keep a stash because that way you're not having to buy new things every time life changes and you need to plan something different. That may just be me, but let me know below. Do you keep a planner stash, and what's in your stash? And how do you know when it's time to give something up? Okay, hot take number 2. I really feel like we are meant to change planners every couple years. Now, I'm not talking like going from something completely different every couple years, but I think if you haven't changed the way you plan or what you're planning with in a couple of years, I don't know, maybe you're not doing it right. And here's why I say that, because I feel like as life changes and it brings us new challenges and new opportunities, I feel like how you plan and organize your life should change. And if you're in a system like discs or rings where you can add inserts in there, then I think it makes sense if you're not changing like your system every couple of years. But if you're not, I don't know how you do it. Like, I feel like every couple of years, there's like a new opportunity, there's something new I'm joining, and I have to plan something different that I didn't need to plan before. So I'm constantly you know, staying mindful of like what I need in order to plan these different things that are going on in my life, whether it's like this new board position that I have, or, you know, planning a wedding, an engagement party, or even just like trying to plan business stuff. Like your business needs change, so what you plan with changes too. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that hot take below. Do you feel like you really should be kind of consistent with your planner systems, or do you feel like it makes sense to change every couple of years? So I'm definitely trying to like get the hang of talking and planning at the same time. It's definitely a challenge for me because I tend to be one person that doesn't like to multitask. I don't know why that is. And I haven't experienced any skipping with this yet, but we'll see. If it continues to skip, then, you know, we're gonna change it out. But I am not the type of person to multitask. So yeah, this is definitely a little difficult for me to do, but I think it's a great exercise to try to focus on what you're writing, but then also form coherent sentences about a completely different topic. Okay, so the last thing I'm actually gonna put in the actual spread itself is just a finance check-in, because this is a pay week. So I just like to make sure I plan my checks before they are deposited into my account, and I want to indicate payday with just an American dollar sign right there. I am highlighting with the same half sugar highlighter. Y'all know this pink has me, it's stuck, y'all. I don't see myself changing to anything different in a while, so we'll see how I feel. I'm pretty sure I'll change again by fall because I want all the beige and olive green vibes then, but for right now I love this bright pink. It just matches my mood right now, so we're gonna go for it, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so after we get this highlighted, we're gonna work on this to-do list, which I'm going to refer to last week's to-do list because I don't think I actually accomplished a lot there. It was definitely a heavy, ooh, things are coming up in the middle of the week, so everything else just kind of needs to fall back type of week going on. So I do want to carry some things over into this week's to-do list. Okay, so my last planner hot take that I'm going to share is like, if you use coils, I don't get it. My brain can't compute. I feel like coils are way too rigid of a planner system, and it's almost like unrealistic, right? Like I know people like to uncoil and then recoil, but then do they even make hole punches for things? And it's not going to match. I feel like coils are way too rigid and way too unrealistic of a planner system. I don't know how people do it. Now, I will caveat this by saying when I first started planning, I used to use the Erin Condren planner, which is a coiled planner, and then they started to get a few like updates with the folios, or that like system where, what is it called? It has like the lines in it, or like the string in it, and you can have like multiple booklets. I had that as well, and that was definitely a little bit more customizable for me, so I switched to that back in the day. I think that was like 2018 even, very, very back in the day, at least for me. And that, I needed that level of customization. That's actually one of the main reasons why I love Erin Condren, because I just could not deal with the same layouts every week. And I know I'm using the same layout here, right? However, the big thing is that if I want to just plan on a plain lined piece of paper, I can definitely do that. Why? Because I can just stuff a random insert in there, and then bam, I have a new planner insert, and I can still maintain the same system I have, which works really well for me. So hot take 2 and 3 are kind of connected with, you know, changing your planner system every couple of years and coils being too rigid. But let me know your thoughts. Have you ever used a coil planner? How did that work for you? Do you also think they're too rigid? Let me know in the comments below. So for this coming week's to-do list, Things are less urgent than they were last week, although I need to, oh, I missed one thing. Okay, let me just add it here quickly. Okay, so I added that. Everything here is like less urgent than it was last week. Last week was so hectic with work that like I feel like I was adding new things and new to-do lists, new like random ideas that I have for content in my planner, and I didn't actually get any of the main things done. So all of this is like important, but again, like if this week is any indication or it'll be similar to last week, then I know I probably won't get a lot done from this list. But there are some things that definitely need to get done, like finalizing my dad's Father's Day gift, updating our date night. I need to make a reservation for that. And I want to start getting, you know, some life things together. So my family and I are going to start executing power of attorney forms. And then the invites that is a reminder to get out invites for my engagement party. So hopefully that's a big enough reminder that I remember what invites is actually about. So the last thing I want to do, and this one I actually need to concentrate for, is write my business to-do items for this upcoming week. And I am going to refer to last week's little like post-it notes we used as well, just to carry some things over. Y'all, these are by far the best sticky notes I have ever used. I never have any issues with this line flat, and I love how thick they are. It's just like the perfect combination. And if I need to move it, even though it's like the super sticky kind, I have not experienced any ripping of the paper. Like it's a smooth pickup and you can put it back down and it's still sticky. So if you're in the market for a new sticky note and you want to try these black sticky notes, I have them linked in my Amazon storefront. I definitely recommend them because they are like by far some of the best sticky notes. Honestly, the best sticky note. I don't know why. I'm gonna caveat that it's by far the best. So instead of using silver though this week, I am gonna use white ink because I just wanted to try something different, and I like how the white ink dries. So when you originally write, you'll see that it's kind of a little bit on the dull side, but once it dries, it's super bold, and I really do like it. Not better than silver, definitely not better than silver, but it's still really pretty. So let me take a few moments to write down a few things I want to carry over into this week. Okay, I definitely messed up on that border. Just goes to show I'm not like artistic at all, but you know, at least I tried. At least I tried. So I'm just giving that a little bit of time to dry because again, this pen does need maybe like a few seconds to dry, but otherwise it's perfect. You're ready to go. So let me write this to-do list. Okay, I am done with this to-do list. I'm not gonna create a very long to-do list this week because this is kind of like the transition week. We're heading into the middle of June. I wanna make sure I'm done with all of my ideas for June. And that way it's just a matter of like creating that content. But now I'm starting to think about July. It's the second half of the year. And I really want to make sure during the second half, we're starting off strong with new, fresh content. So this is definitely more of like a chill business task to-do list. And I'm really excited, especially about that questionnaire. I'll be sure to let y'all know more information about that too. So that is it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, if you have any questions about anything you've seen in today's video, especially the sticky note, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks again for watching. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.